Our goal is your satisfaction. Let us show you the way.
How does system clock affect the performance of a computer? In general, a higher clock speed means a faster CPU. However, many other factors come into play. Your CPU processes many instructions, low-level calculations like arithmetic, from different programs every second. The clock speed measures the number of cycles your CPU executes per second, measured in GHz, gigahertz. Is MHz faster than GHz? It is typically measured in megahertz or gigahertz. 1 megahertz is equal to 1 million cycles per second, while 1 gigahertz equals 1 billion cycles per second. This means a 1.8 gigahertz processor has twice the clock speed of a 900 megahertz processor. What is the fastest CPU clock speed? AMD's 64-core, with 128 threads, Ryzen Threadripper 3990X desktop PC processor is considered the world's fastest CPU in 2021. The CPU features a 2.9 GHz base clock and a 4.3 GHz max boost clock that facilitates multitasking and fast load times. What is system clock memory? The clock memory is a memory byte that changes its binary state periodically at a pulse-Gauss ratio of 1:1. Clock memory bytes are not synchronous with the CPU cycle. In other words, in long cycles, the state of the clock memory byte may change several times. Timers. Timers are a memory area of the system memory. How long is a clock cycle? The clock speed is measured in cycles per second, and 1 cycle per second is known as 1 Hz. This means that a CPU with a clock speed of 2 GHz, GHz, can carry out 2,000 million, or 2 billion, cycles per second. The higher the clock speed a CPU has, the faster it can process instructions. How many GHz is good for a laptop? A clock speed of 3.5 GHz to 4.0 GHz is generally considered a good clock speed for gaming, but it's more important to have good single-thread performance. This means that your CPU does a good job of understanding and completing single tasks. This is not to be confused with having a single-core processor. What is the importance of understanding system specification in computer hardware servicing? A computer hardware and operating system specification describes the hardware and operating system configuration for the computers in your deployment. You want to size your hardware to the level of performance you require. Why is my time wrong on my computer? Change the time zone. Time zone is responsible for synchronizing your computer time with that of the Internet time server. When the wrong time zone is selected, the clock will display inaccurate time. To change the time zone, click on the Start button.
Take our lead. Let's help you make your mark.